Hey guys, what's up? Today I'm going to talk about the upcoming Queens of the Stone Age album, Villains, which is their first studio album since 2013's Like Clockwork. It's their seventh studio album overall, and this one they decided to get Mark Ronson to produce it. Mark Ronson did the song Uptown Funk with Bruno Mars, and I guess he's done some other pop stuff. I guess he's got his own solo stuff too, which I may have heard. I don't know. I try not to listen to uh, newer pop music very much because it's just mostly garbage to me. But I'm exposed to it a lot where I work, and the songs all like kind of blend together for me. So I may have heard Mark Ronson's song before, but I just don't know who any of these people are. So he's mostly like a dance producer, which is definitely different, mixing the sound of Queens of the Stone Age with a dance producer. And this album definitely sounds different than any of their other albums. Granted, every Queens of the Stone Age album sounds different than the one before it. They definitely have a different sound for every album. It's one of the things I like a lot about them. I'm a big Queens of the Stone Age fan. I'll get that out of the way right away. I love them. I think they're one of the greatest bands on the planet right now. And the fact that there's such a balls to the wall, just rock and roll band, I just love it. And it's definitely the kind of thing we need, I think, in today's music spectrum, I guess. But yeah, it's definitely different sounding. There's lots of 80s synthesizer, 80s style synthesizer on this album, which I'm not against that. I'm a big Gary Newman fan. I'm a big Joy Division fan. I like stuff like that, but it's definitely kind of jarring hearing it with Queens of the Stone Age. And it seems to me like it's kind of the main instrument on the album. I mean, they're a guitar band, first and foremost, and there's definitely guitar on this album, lots of guitar. Some really good riffs, but they seem to not be as upfront as normal. They seem really have a lot of reverb and a lot of treble. It just sounds different than their normal guitar sound. But hey, I've listened to it about 4 times, and there isn't a song on this album that I dislike. I'm going to put that out there right now. But there are definitely songs on this album I'm kind of iffy about. So we'll get to those, and there's songs I like a lot too. So let's get to the songs. Number 1, Feet Don't Fail Me. It's a really cool song. It's definitely one of those dancey kind of songs to me. The intro is really cool. Kind of reminds me of something that would have been on Like Clockwork. Like in between the songs on that album, there's some weird stuff sometimes. It kind of reminds me of that. Once it gets going, it's really good, really catchy. Feet Don't Fail Me. It sounds like he's singing about dancing. It's singing about putting the record on back in the 70s and dancing to it. It's a really good song. It's really catchy. I like it a lot. It's a great opener, and yeah, I like it. The second track, The Way You Used to Do, you've probably heard on the radio. It's the first single. I guess they have a video out now for it. I haven't seen it yet with Josh Homme dancing, which should be interesting. I gotta check that out. Really catchy song, really catchy guitar riff. Again, the riff sounds strange to me from Queens of the Stone Age. A great riff, but if it had that normal Queens of the Stone Age guitar sound to it, I think it would sound a little better. But I like the song anyway. Number 3, Domesticated Animals, is probably one of my favorite songs on the album. It's very strange. There's a lot of weird vocals in it, and I love stuff like that by them, like Someone's in the Wolf, something like stuff like that. This isn't like that, but it's definitely strange, and I like it a lot. Number 4, Fortress. I like the song. Heavy on the synth in the song. I like the lyrics a lot in this album. Might be the best lyrics on the album to me. I don't know. Any of you have heard this album, feel free to disagree with me or agree with me, whatever you want. Head Like a Haunted House, number 5. I like the song. It's one of the more upbeat songs. I like the song, but it reminds me of Eagles of Death Metal. If you don't know who they are, they're one of Josh Homme's side bands. He plays drums for them. they're a great band. I got nothing against Eagles of Death Metal. I like them a lot. But it doesn't sound, it sounds like one of their songs to me, not totally like a Queens of the Stone Age song. But it's still a good song. I'm not going to say anything bad about it. Unreborn Again, number 6. I like that song quite a bit too. I think it's one of the best ones. Great guitar riff. It's definitely kind of strange, like Domesticated Animals in a different way, but it's a really strange song. Now we get to number 7, Hideaway. I'm not a huge fan of the song. I don't think it's crap or anything. It's just really kind of poppy to me. Again, the synthesizer dominates in the song. And I don't know. I've always been somebody that is totally okay with bands trying something new. And who knows, this song might grow on me. This whole album might grow on me to be one of my favorites. But right now, Hideaway, I'm not a big fan of. I'll skip this track. I mean, I haven't skipped it yet because I've only listened to the album 4 times. I wanted to talk about the songs, but future listens, that might be the song I skip on the album. The Evil Has Landed, number 8. It's another song you might have heard. They've released this song. It's a really odd song. Everyone's flipping for the song, but I mean, I like the song, don't get me wrong. I just don't see, like, people were kind of putting down the way you used to do because it doesn't sound like normal Queens of the Stone Age. But I actually think it's been, and praising The Evil Has Landed because they think it does. But I actually like the way you used to do, I think, better than The Evil Has Landed. I know that might sound shocking, but I don't think this song really sounds that much like their normal stuff either. So I don't know where people are coming from, really. I mean, it's a really good song. Again, the riff is really good in it. Not as much synth in the song, I don't think, but it's a good song. This song and the next one, the final song, Villains of Circumstance, I guess their songs have been around for a few years. They've actually performed both of these songs live before. So I'll have to check out the live versions of these songs. Because like I say, like I personally think most of this album would sound better live. Just because, I don't know, the way they sound live, I think would suit a lot of these songs better than the studio versions. But I could be wrong. Who knows? And number 9, the final song, like I said, Villains of Circumstance. They get the title of the album, Villains, from this. It's kind of a slow, strange, atmospheric song, and I do like the song. I'm going to take a few more listens of the song. It's another really strange song. I do like it. I like it much better than Hideaway. But it's a good song. It's another one of the ones that have been around for years. I think it might be the longest on the album. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's a longer one. I like it. So yeah, that's Villains, Queens of the Stone Age. Definitely a jarring listen to for me the first time around, but most of the songs I like. I do have to complain that it's only 9 songs. In this day and age, I mean, 9 songs on an album's kind of weak to me. I mean, has anyone else noticed that, like, this album has 9 songs. Like Clockwork had 10. The album before that, Era Vulgaris, had 11. And so the last 3 albums, they've subtracted a track. They're down to 9 now, and I'm assuming their next album will have 8 tracks. I don't know. But I'm not happy with the small number of songs on the last couple albums. I mean, granted, I think 5 or 6 of the songs on this album out of the 9 are over 5 minutes long, and a few of them are over 6 minutes long. So I can't complain as far as that goes, but I don't know. I just think you got to throw a few more tracks on, especially when it takes 4 or 5 years between albums. Just put some more songs on. Come on. But overall, I like the album. I'd probably give it a 7 out of 10. That might change with repeated listens. Like I said, I'm a big Queens of the Stone Age fan. I like them a lot. I love them. Everything they've done. Even Era Vulgaris has grown on me. It's an album most Queens of the Stone Age albums, most Queens of the Stone Age fans would agree is probably their weakest album. But like I said, I like this album. Comes out soon. Check it out. I hope they come here on their tour. I saw them on their last tour and they were great. So, and another thing, there's no guest stars on this album. I think every other album, well, not every other album, but the last few have had somebody on it. Dave Grohl, Mark Lanigan, Trent Reznor, someone like that. But this one has no guests on it. So it's just them. I believe it's the same lineup as like Clockwork. So good bunch of musicians. Strange sound to this album, I think. Let me know if you disagree. But so yeah, check out Villains, Queens of the Stone Age. 7 out of 10 for me. So, if you like this review, give me a like, subscribe. I got a Facebook page. I got a Twitter page. Working on my Tumblr page. So, yeah, I'll put those links in the description below. And as always, have a great day, everybody.